The British government has given Alan Turing a pardon for something that he was convicted of back in 1952. He was convicted of homosexual acts because he confessed to having sex with a man. And as a result, he had a choice between a prison sentence or getting chemically castrated.
Most Americans are repelled by the mere notion of homosexuality. The CBS News survey shows that 2 out of 3 Americans look upon homosexuals with disgust, discomfort, or fear.
If homosexuals are allowed their civil rights, then so would prostitutes or thieves or anyone else.
The Overton window is a model of policy change. And the Overton window describes one big thing. Ideas that are inside the Overton window are ideas that are politically safe. The public is ready to accept them. But ideas that are outside the Overton window are ideas that might be too radical for the public to accept. And any politician who supports ideas that are outside the Overton window today risks finding himself getting defeated in the next election. Anything that changes the public's perception of an idea can shift the Overton window. Things like think tanks, the media, entertainment, a crisis, or historical events. Anything that gets the idea out of the open so that it can be discussed and debated.
I think it moved.
Moved?
It may have moved, I don't know.
I'm sure it didn't move.
It moved!
Who's getting married? 2 women. It's a lesbian wedding.
Lesbian wedding?
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. I'm the best man.
We're not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
I mean, it's fine if that's who you are.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have many gay friends.
My father's gay.
And now everyone at NYU thinks I'm gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not at all. No, everyone's gonna think we're gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Hey, gorgeous. How's it going?
Dehydrated Japanese noodles under fluorescent lights. Does it get better than this?
Question. You're not dating anybody, are you? Because I met somebody who would be perfect for you.
You see, perfect might be a problem. Had you said codependent or self-destructive?
Do you want to date Saturday?
Yes, please.
Okay. He is cute. He's funny.
He's a he?
Well, yeah.
What is wrong?
I'm married. I think my marriage is kind of over.
Oh, no. Why?
Because Carol's a lesbian.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Friends, family, we're gathered here today to join Carol and Susan in holy matrimony.
Hey, what do you know? Look at that. A lesbian sighting. Oh, my lucky day. They're so fascinating. Why is that? Because they don't want us. You gotta respect that. Oh my God. It's Susan. But what do we do?
Susan, I'm gay.
Appalling. It's a travesty of justice. We need to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. We have friends there. You know, we'll talk to that gay justice, you know, that little fellow we like with the glasses.
Jack, we've been over this. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is a woman.
Yeah, well, I am not done with this. We need to get our message out there, you know, put it on the national stage.
Anyways, reason we're here. I don't know if you're aware, but on this week's episode of Along Came You, there was supposed to be a kiss, and there wasn't.
Well, you know, Jack, sometimes a kiss is just not a kiss. We have any anniversaries
Wait,
here?
wait, back to Jack. We went to complain, and this closet case upstairs, cute in an offbeat way, got his number, totally gave us the brush off. And I just want to know how long I'm going to have to wait until I can see 2 gay men kiss on network television.
Not as long as you'd think.
Have you been interviewing with Mr. Plimpton? Wonderful. These 2 are fast.
Single white mother, black child.
So what? Lily's Asian, we're gay. In the school admissions poker game, we're the winning hand.
Oh, honey, sorry. My partner, Kavita.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you. It'll be just a few minutes.
Disabled interracial lesbians with an African kicker?
Did not see that coming.
Would you please place this ring on Mitchell's finger? Mitchell, do you take Cameron to be your husband?
I do.
Then by the powers vested in me by the state of California, I am privileged to pronounce you spouses for life. You may now kiss your husband.
This morning, the Supreme Court recognized that the Constitution guarantees marriage equality. In doing so, they've reaffirmed that all Americans are entitled to the equal protection of the law. That all people should be treated equally, regardless of who they are or who they love. USA! 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 This decision will end the patchwork system we currently have. It will end the uncertainty hundreds of thousands of same-sex couples face from not knowing whether their marriage, legitimate in the eyes of one state, will remain if they decide to move or even visit another.
I'm not for gay marriage. I think marriage is a sacred institution between a man and a woman. And
I believe marriage is between a man and a woman.
Do you support civil unions or gay marriage?
I do not. I do not. I think that they impinge on the status and the sanctity of marriage between man and woman.
I will tell Americans straight up that I don't support defining marriage as anything but between one man and one woman, and I think through nuances we could go round and round about what that actually means, but I'm being as straight up with Americans as I can in my non-support for anything but a traditional definition of marriage.
Let's try to avoid nuance, Senator.
Do
you support gay marriage?
No. Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage.
Define marriage.
I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman. Now, for me as a Christian, it's also a sacred union. God's in the mix. I am not somebody who promotes same-sex marriage. With respect to the issue of whether gays and lesbians should be able to get married, I've spoken about this recently. As I've said, my feelings about this are constantly evolving. I struggle with it.
You talk about in the book also the night that gay marriage passed, and this is a great story.
Yeah. Thousands of people were gathering in front of the White House at that time to celebrate, and my staff was calling me, and everybody was celebrating, and people were crying, and I thought, I want to be in that, Also, we had worked to make sure that the White House was lit up in the LGBT colors. So the lighthouse was.
It was so beautiful.
It was beautiful. So we had made that plan, and I was sitting and watching it on TV and realizing I'm living this. I said, I have to break out of this. I want to go outside, and I want to be a part of that celebration.
Storybook hours often seek to entertain young children while inspiring a love of reading. But one organization is turning the tables on who's turning the pages. The NewsHour's Julia Griffin explains.
Too bad, said the stink bug.
At the Adams Morgan Community Center in Washington, D.C. recently, parents and their tiny tots sat patiently, riveted by a storybook and its reader.
He shuffled into Bear's room. Wake up, Bear, mumbled Mole. Spring is here.
This is Drag Queen Story Hour. It's your classic children's reading program with a twist. The day's literary leader is a larger-than-life drag queen.
This is the Drag the Kids to Pride event at Mr. Mister's in Dallas's Oaklawn neighborhood. Organizers promoted it as a family-friendly drag show where kids danced with the performers. What came with it were protests outside.
You people are the symptom of a dying society, and you know it.
You're scaring children! Shut up! I live in this community. I have for several years.
Daisy says she first saw a poster for this event near where she lives.
I don't believe that I should be seeing signs advertising for children to be dancing on stage with men in thongs and in inappropriate clothing and makeup.
The organizers say today was a family-friendly event with a safe environment separate from their normal operations. In a statement, they said, "We believe everyone should have a space to celebrate who they are. Mr. Misters is a place where everyone is welcome to feel accepted, safe, and included."
I've been here like every night throughout the week.
AJ Cruz has worked at Mr. Misters for about 2 years now. He said today's event allows people to express themselves.
There was a lot less people drinking today, so that would make it more kid-friendly just because there's so many people here. Everyone just came from all walks of life and, just enjoyed Pride.
Organizers said they've received threatening emails and phone calls from the protesters.
I do not in any way condone the behavior that these people are engaging in, but what drags me out here is it's kids now.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Don't worry, we didn't forget about you.
Oh, hey, Diazzo. I didn't see you there. Not that you're not noticeable, I just, it was just, what's up? Hey.
I knew you had to work this morning, so I made sure we grabbed you a pack.
You did? That's really sweet. Oh, hey, Diazzo. How was my weekend? What did I do? Oh, yeah, I just ran through a nightmare tunnel to rescue my dad. No big deal. Yeah. Okay, don't we have some deliveries to make?
Oh, right.
Sorry, guys, we gotta go now. Apologies that my dad is so... Dad. Bye.
Bye, Ethan.
Bye,
Farewell, Ethan.
Bye, Ethan's dad.
Hey, Diazzo seems cool. I see why you like him.
Stop talking.
I remember my first crush.
We've now given ourselves a better chance at a future.
Oh, I got engaged.
Oh, wow. That's great. What's her name?
Kiko. She's one of the science crew.
You got engaged to someone you just met?
Buzz. I met her 3 years ago.
Oh, right. Right.
We'll convert your children, yes we will. Reaching one and all, there's really no escaping it. 'Cause even grandma likes RuPaul. And the world's getting kinder. Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. Learn to love, learn to vogue, face your fate. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them.
He was convicted of back in 1952. He was convicted of homosexual acts because he confessed to having sex with a man. And as a result, he had a choice between a prison sentence or getting chemically castrated. He chose to be chemically castrated.
Most Americans are repelled by the mere notion of homosexuality. The CBS News survey shows that 2 out of 3 Americans look upon homosexuals with disgust, discomfort, or fear.